How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 384. It's been a while. Haven't seen you guys in a minute. First off, I want to tell you guys about a new podcast that I'm doing with my lovely girlfriend, Elise. It's called OT Dubs. You can visit otdubs.com, OHTEEDUBS.com. We just posted our first episode to it just yesterday, actually. It's kind of a comedy slash news podcast. We talked about things that went on during the week, movies, television, music, sex positions, laughter, PMS moments, things like that, psych studies, and the whole shebang. Go check it out when you get a chance. The film I'm going to be talking about today, though, for you guys, is John Cameron Mitchell's Rabbit Hole. Rabbit Hole is directed by John Cameron Mitchell. He's the guy that brought us Hedwig and the Angry Inch, and Short Bus. Two films that are kind of out there. I haven't seen Hedwig, but I have seen Short Bus, and it has the most sex that I have probably ever seen in a movie. That's all I gotta say. But Rabbit Hole stars Nicole Kidman, Aaron Eckhart, and Diane Wiest, and it's the story about this couple, Howie and Becca, who lost their 4-year-old son tragically, and it's 8 months after the fact, and they're kind of dealing with it, learning to still be married and how to cope with each other, and it's basically just a deep character study on these people's lives. Rabbit Hole, I think, it's an absolutely phenomenal film, and it's brilliant almost in all accounts. I think one of the things that Rabbit Hole accomplishes so well is that this is the type of story and the type of movie that could be so incredibly cliched. You know, you have the parents dealing with the loss of a child, and you have all of this kind of emotional weight going into the picture. And I was honestly expecting to think that the performances were great and not really care that much about the movie, but the film is absolutely phenomenal. Right off the bat, I think one of the biggest strengths of the film is that it never actually shows you the child. I think when I heard about this film, I think most people making a movie like this would show you the family and the little boy, and they would show you, oh, this little boy is the greatest thing ever, and then he would die. And seeing that automatically adds so much emotional weight to it, but I think this film is smarter than that, and it really shows you the internal emotional struggle that these people go through without having to show you that sort of thing. It's also filled with scenes that could be potentially seen as cliched. There's a moment when they kind of have an open house, and they walk into the son's room, and it's still kind of decorated with stuff on the walls, and I'm expecting it to play out in the sense that most people would expect it to play out. They break down and cry, things like that. That doesn't happen, though, and what happens is kind of magical. I won't spoil it. The other phenomenal thing about Rabbit Hole is that there is this constant drawing that someone is doing. You don't know who is doing it, but they're cutting out little pieces of what looks like light posts with faces on them, and they're slowly putting together these pieces of the puzzle. And just like that drawing, Rabbit Hole puts together all the pieces of the puzzle for you by the end of this film. And it's stuff that's not overtly explained to you. There's a scene where Nicole Kidman is following this kid who's about 16 years old, and you don't really know why she's doing it, and she starts talking to him, and you still don't really know what is going on. And then it's revealed in this beautiful way. And every scene almost comes across as you're kind of left back, away from all the things that are going on, and you're slowly led into these people's world to find out what's going on. Aaron Eckhart and Nicole Kidman are both phenomenal in the film. Nicole Kidman was nominated for an Oscar. Aaron Eckhart is just as good. Diane Wiest also delivers a phenomenal supporting performance. And it's also the film that probably has one of the most profound final lines to a film of 2010 that I have seen, which basically has one character saying, "Then what?" And the other person just says, "I don't know, something though." And hearing that out of my mouth says nothing, but hearing it in the movie is quite something else. Rabbit Hole is an absolutely phenomenal movie. Who knows, it might have made my top 10 had I seen it before I made the top 10. I'm not going to go back and redo it though, because I don't have the time nor the patience. But I'm going to give Rabbit Hole an extremely strong 4.5 out of 5. I think it's a near perfect film with some phenomenal performances and really something to say, I think. I really hope you guys check it out in this month of January when nothing is out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out otdubs.com for the podcast, and I will check you guys out next time. Not check you guys out, it's not like that, but I'll see you next time.